Hello, hello, hello. 1 moment for stream to start. Hello and welcome. How are we all doing this evening? I'm doing all right. I'm wondering how many of you crazy people out there are trying to get to the 5-star. Like, that's an insane amount of points to be putting up an arena for this guy. And I've heard some crazy stories here lately, like pretty unbelievable. But then again, people go crazy over new heroes. Like they just don't want to play that. You'll get them eventually game, myself included to a degree, but nowhere near spending $800 to refresh champions over. That's pretty nuts. My hat's off to those people, and I wish you the best of luck. Now then, back to other matters. How we doing? How's things going? I wanted to do a couple things tonight. One thing I haven't done yet, get into some of these riffs. So I have enough riffs to get one more epic in. But what I need to do first is complete some of these lower ones. The lower riffs. And yes, I pretty much always go unstable because I'd rather have the high risk for the high reward. I'm a bit of a gambler in that fashion. So, with that said, who are we going to use on these riffs? This was my team earlier for doing the Fantastic Four champion event. And yes, that is the 3-star Diablo that I used the entire way. Kind of rough. But it worked. We got it done. Just took a little bit longer than I really wanted it to be. So, for these riffs, let's do kind of an insane team here, hey? What do you think? That's a pretty insane team. We'll go with that. And we'll just, we'll open these riffs up and... Time. I have an hour to get it done. I'm fairly certain that I'm not going to need an hour to get any of these. Fairly certain. So, how's the weather where you guys have been? It's been pretty stormy here. Which, another reason that we had a delay in the stream last evening. Hold up, 250 shards. Wow. Nice, nice start to this. So, anyway, again, how are you guys doing? How's the weather where you are at? I said it's been pretty stormy here. Pretty rough, but I think we're gonna have it still another day or two forecast. Hang on tight. Off we go, right? That's crazy. So if you didn't know, I listen to Pretzel Rocks. That's one of them that I have on. It's a pay-for service where I can get a bunch of music for a small fee every month so that I can play it without being muted by Twitch or YouTube or anybody. So, but this, I've never heard this on this channel. I'm shocked and pleasantly surprised. It's really not bad. If you like death metal, I happen to like all music. Appreciate all music. Very nice. Oh, the easy riffs to get through. Boom, boom. Oh, there's so much cool news coming out, guys. I want to take a moment, sit here, and implore you to, I believe it's starting this weekend, I believe. They are re-releasing Avengers Endgame with some extra scenes at the end of the movie during credits this time. And what they're trying to do, there's a couple things they're trying to do. One, they're trying to re-hype people for Spider-Man, just coming up in a couple weeks. And they're also trying to break the record for Avatar. I think they're only like 20 million away or so. And so they're giving a final push to see if they can get over that hump to see if they can get that record from Avatar. And I will most likely be going again to watch it again because it's a really kick-ass movie anyway. And for me, I want to help them try to get that last record that they're searching for. I think that it's easily attainable for them. So, with that said, I implore you, please, try to make time sometime this weekend to grab a ticket to the Endgame and get ready for Spider-Man. And now we're going to open the next level of Rift. I got a notification. There's a couple other things that I want to announce, but I'll do those in a little while. I don't want to take away from it right now. One of those being, I hope you all have heard that there's rumors of 2 villains coming in. I guess we could talk about it. There's rumors of 2 new villains coming to the MCU. I'm a little behind Mikester, so I'm just like catching up. Get them out of the way, get the corals, because I want to get a couple of the epics in, I hope. But anyway, 2 new villains coming in, guys. They're gonna have, from my understanding, it's gonna be on the Earth side. So there's going to be 2. There's going to be a cosmic and then an earthbound. If I'm going to trade them, I might as well run them. Just even though they give sometimes crappy rewards or whatever, still, to me, I'd rather get rewards than just trade them up. Plus, I can do it on the stream for you guys. So, Doesn't hurt me. That's why I'm doing it. But I completely understand why you would want to train him up. Where was it? Oh yes, the two villains. So the two villains coming in. One is going to be Norman Osborn for the Earthbound, which I thought was really interesting, and I think makes a lot of sense because the build up of Spider-Man and yeah, they're what, 2 energy for this one right here. But anyway, Norman Osborn for the Earthbound, and for the Cosmic, it's an obscure one. The rumor I heard is it's oh, what's his name? Hang on, because it makes sense. Because this particular villain will eventually lead them up into more towards, I should say, Secret Wars, as they did. It's not Adam Warlock. Hang on, I'll look it up. Like I said, he's an obscure one. Dr. Kurt Connors is who he is. But his name, his villain name, I'm looking for it right now. No, it's not Dr. Connors. Dr. Connors is Lizard Man. Hang on. Like I said, it's a really weird one. He also has ties to Grandmaster also, so it makes sense how they could tie him in to everything. Is that it? Korvac. I think that's who it is. Korvac. And he was an Earthling who went away to the cosmos, got some powers and stuff, and then came back. I think that's who it is. Korvac. Korvac, if you want to look it up. Again, I thought it was pretty interesting, and it makes sense on how they could do this, how they could make this work in the MCU, and I think they're gonna do a double, probably 3 to 5 movies arc for both of these. You're gonna see a 3 to 5 movie arc for the Earthbound guys, and a 3 to 5 movie arc for the Cosmic. And I think it's a really cool idea. That way they can build up much faster than what they did before, and continually keep everybody very entertained on both sides, both fronts. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm sorry, the first time we'll see this guy is probably, if the rumors are right, it's probably going to be Captain Marvel 2. And he will be furthered in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Because that's how the movies will most likely come out. So, hang on tight. We'll actually know more at San Diego Comic-Con. So, please keep an ear out for San Diego Comic-Con, which is... San Diego Comic-Con will be on July 17th to the 20th. Is that right? So it'd be the 17th or the 21st of July. That's when San Diego Comic Con. Look for them to have mini announcements actually during that con. I expect to see a lot of Phase 4 announcements. They'll probably do the whole lineup of Phase 4. They will probably, because it'll be right after, that way Spider-Man will have already ran, and they can have all the announcements for any of the records that they ended up breaking with in-game. I imagine we'll see some more. Announcements for any of the new upcoming game titles, like the new one from Square Enix, which I guess there's a lot of backlash about that right now, actually. People are not. They were not happy with the way the characters looked. Because they didn't really follow what MCU characters look like. Which actually I'm cool with. I really am. Because they still look, they're still the Avengers. They're still Captain America and Hulk. Just because they don't look like, Mark Ruffalo or Chris Evans or Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. Doesn't mean that the game's not going to be amazing or anything. So I will hold my opinion on all that until after I see for myself what it looks like. And I'm actually very looking forward to it because it looked really cool to me. The game itself. Of course, that was an E3 announcement there when they showed that off. I think that I think there'll be a big announcement. I think there'll be a few big announcements in San Diego Comic Con, honestly. So, because that's gonna follow. That's midway through the year. They can announce their plans for the next couple. Plus, they can announce anything coming on for any of the upcoming. Not only movies, but like I said, Phase 4, and then any of the TV series that's coming out. They'll probably announce the lineup of that too. Or they may save some of that for New York Comic Con and do a big teaser headway into New York Comic Con, which that's not until October though, so I would think they would save that for some sort of fall movie, which has not been announced yet. They've been really tight-lipped about what's coming down the pike. But Kevin Feige did let it slip today, which is where I got that news about. Wow, I had quite a bit. Kevin Feige did let it slip about the news on the re-release for Endgame. So I'm kind of stoked about that. I don't think I need to change my compatibility settings. Yeah, right? I completely agree with you about Thick Thor. Like how they kept that not only a secret internally, because they weren't talking to the other people either, but externally. Like, craziness, man, craziness. Thick Thor. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad they stuck to their bones, their I guess root is what you call it. And I hope they either have a scene where in either Asgardians. I also do think Thor will show up in Asgardians of the Galaxy, and it will probably be something similar to that. Then again, I don't know, because Hemsworth renegotiated his contract last year or the year before when Ragnarok came out. He renegotiated because he found basically renewed vigor to play him. And he went from the 4 or 5 movies that he had signed up for to an additional 7. And so he's got Endgame was like 5th. So he's still got at least 2 more, I think. And they were talking about a solo one, and then obviously he can negotiate even further if they so choose. He is up to like 20 million a movie now, so he's getting close to the Robert Downey Jr. numbers, and so they won't put up with that for too long. But we'll see. We'll see. There was other stuff. I just gotta think of it. I think like we've got a pretty good handle on what's coming, but we don't have a handle on what's going to be considered phase 4 and what's going to be considered like one-offs. Because I think like the Black Widow movie is more or less now going to be a one-off. It's not going to be considered part of any phase. Kind of like Rogue One for Star Wars. It's going to be something along those lines. Because Rogue One did really good for Star Wars franchise. Even though it wasn't tied to anything. It's just its own little story. I think that's what we're going to see on some of the other movies now. We'll see. We'll see. They have a lot of options for sure. Look at that. 4 heroics to go. And that'll put me to 5,000 apiece. So I might get 2 epics. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. I'm not wanting to do the math right now. I just want the rewards. I saw some people get some really good stuff, and I saw some people get really screwed on these. I've been meh, okay. I think I got 5,000 5-star shards from my first run. Something like that. Plus, I like the chance. Show me what I can get. Show me what I'm gonna get. So right now, I'm gonna get me a 3-star hero shard crystal. Fully formed hero. That's nice. I can dig that. Just notice I need to collect some. Plus, we get this solo stuff done for this. I'm greedy like that, man. I want all the shards. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. Everybody's all nervous about the storms rolling through. They're all up and about. And it reminds me, if we happen to get disconnected, probably why, I will be on back on as soon as I can. So, as an FYI. Oh, yeah, I didn't need that. Didn't need that awakening gem. I'd like to get a tech awakening gem, that would be nice. I've never gotten a tech awakening gem as a 5-star. I've got all the others, multiples of all the others. I have yet to get a tech awakening gem. I guess I wouldn't mind a mute either in case I get Namor. Then I can just awaken him. But it is what it is. That's just powering through right there. Hitting into this block. Got a few more to go. Personally, I'm curious what they're going to put in on the end of this. So what Feige said on the end of the endgame thing, he said it's not going to be an extended version or anything like that. What it really is, basically some of the deleted scenes that they're probably going to be like on a DVD release or a digital release. It's going to be those. We're going to get the same kind of showing, but they're going to be on the end of the credits. So it'll be in-scene scenes. Which is cool. I mean, I want to check them out. And I would rather be one of the first to check it out rather than see it online or hear about it. I actually want to see it. So I think some of those deleted scenes will be very telling and very cool. Maybe they'll explain a few things, like time travel. Sorry, let's listen to the music again. I missed that on a 4-star there? Playing with that Diablo earlier made me realize just how bad that guy really is. Like, he is not good at all. Not only is he like convoluted to play, but his animations are just terrible. And his gameplay itself is bad. I mean, I understand it's a new mechanic and all, Jeez. I feel bad for, no, they can't all be hits, right? They can't all be hits. It is what it is. Got 2 more of these. And then I get into the master. And then we get to do the epic. These are going pretty quick, though. And then I got quite a few crystals though because I haven't been able to. I wasn't able to stream last night, and I do have some extra crystals that I didn't share from last night. So. Oh, got the 500 shards this time. Good thing I got that one out of the way. I want to do some more 6.2 gameplay soon, and I want to do some more I want to do some more 6.2, and I want to do some more variant, and I still have the monthly to finish it. After in-game, I realized that user trailer theories are not removing a big chunk of the fun. I realized that all the teasers, trailers, and theories are not removing a big chunk of the fun of Marvel movies. So you're saying even if you watch them, they're still fun for you? I agree. They pretty much are. How you doing, Pyatt? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. We are just discussing some Marvel, and I'm doing some riffs right now. I'm hoping that with an audience, I'll get something good. Like they'll say, "Oh, you know what? We better get him something good." It's not gonna happen, but. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. And I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was just telling Mike, sir, we were talking about it. They are going to re-release Marvel Endgame this weekend. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Twitch something. Chichimical. Oh, Twitch Chemical. Ha ha ha! That's funny. Thank you very much for the follow. Anyway, yeah, they're going to re-release Endgame this weekend with some deleted scenes appended to the end of it. Yeah. Like, I know why they're doing it, right? It's really obvious why they're doing it, because they are like 20 million away from breaking the Avatar's record. And so this will put them in for a longer runtime. Plus it rehypes Spider-Man Far From Home. Gets people ready. You want to see that? Because you'll want to know, because Far From Home starts right after Endgame, right? So kind of flows right into it. It gives you a chance to watch it, plus some things that you might have missed. And then go straight into Far From Home. So it makes sense why they're doing it. It's actually a brilliant move. But they've always been on top of that particular game. I'm curious to know what the bonus footage is going to be. And by all means, I would like to help them get to that breaking Avatar's record. 2.86 billion is what they have to get. Something like that. I think that they're going to do just. I think they'll be able to get it done with this re-release. Like I said, I'm gonna give him my money. I'm gonna try and get him over that edge. I would implore you guys to do the same, just cause. Like, personally, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I always have been. So, you know, this whole last decade plus now, it's just been insanely awesome for me. And I want to see it continue. So I will try and help them out as much as I can, and for this to be in the record book, that would be awesome. Like, it already has so many, but this is like the biggest mark to hit, because nobody's touched it since Avatar, which is crazy to me. And you know, I think Avatar did it because of they did the new 3D at the time, right? That was the first time that real 3D was introduced to theaters. And Avatar was the first movie that it was put on. That's why it has such a high mark, because everybody wanted to check out that 3D. Real 3D. I know we had a couple crashes tonight too, by the way. Just in case you weren't aware, the game has crashed a couple of times this evening. Oh, and also announced that the champion boss fix for 622 has been put in, I believe. So it should not have a twitch out, glitch out on you, and not be able to do any damage on him when he's at the 10%. So I'm glad they fixed that. I don't know if you also saw war nodes. War season starts, it started today with matchmaking. Actual war starts tomorrow. But I don't know if you guys saw that they had changed last minute nodes. And it makes me nervous that they do that, especially without testing it or letting us test it. But, they were like, we got to get this season underway, so they went with it. Hoping that it works out. Some of the changes they did put in look pretty good. There's a forum post on there. I can get it for you if you'd like. Pull it up right now for you. Cyboss. There you go. That is the form for the new changes that they made for the new war nodes. It's mostly in the higher tiers, and they've taken out a couple things and toned down a couple of the nodes. Spite is one I can remember off the top of my head, and All or Nothing, and there's a couple other ones, but a couple of the ones that were just like impossible to get through. They made them hard but possible. Let's see what I don't think they've announced any other big changes right now. At least none that I caught from earlier. Yay. Alright, now we are into Master. Yeah, we get 3 of those. Oh, wait, one more heroic. 2 more normal. Just give me 1 more heroic. Give me half of 1 more master. So almost to the point. I could probably get there if I really pushed it. But we'll just take what we got right now. We'll do this master and then we'll do the 2 masters and we'll do an epic. And that should put us probably around, I think, probably around 11-ish. Should have used Archangel for her. I usually do. Alright, here's the first big chance. Let's see. I don't want signature stones. I really don't want. Ooh, a fully formed class cat would be nice. Or T4 basic. Ah, see. Take the chance. It's gonna be. Of course, 250 force. That's the worst one, right there. That's all right. I'm gonna keep getting that out of the way, so that I can come back strong on the epic, right? Because my first epic was terrible. Yeah, my first one I got. Well, it was medium. I got the shards. I got 5-star shards. That was it. This time I want to see some. Awakening gem or 6-star shards would be nice. Seriously, that hit me. Terrible. I shouldn't have got hit by Ronin. Hurdles? This is called Hurdles and Turtles in Time. This reminds me of like Run DMC kind of ran. Oh my gosh. Are you guys listening to this song? Because this is really kind of hilarious. That's hilarious. The world ain't what it seems. You ain't yet to see the world's most fearsome fighting scene. When you're a little bit older, you realize the meaning of being useless as a good soldier. Your mind's a happy song. It's around. And you know what it is. True beats the time. Realize eventually well, the picture of the crowd. Cowabunga. She's very tanky. as we said earlier in yesterday's stream or the day before stream, she's tanky, but she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Unfortunately, it's a sad thing because she has a lot of potential. So this is gonna put me at, yep, I'll get one epic in, and then I can actually go back and get another epic, but I won't put you through that. We'll just get this one and get our epic rift in. And then maybe open some other crystals. And see what's going on. See what's going on after that. That's why I said Archangel. Alright, let's do something better this time. Come on. Oh. There's a T4 Cosmic, fully formed. That's not so bad. I'll take it. That's better than what I've been getting. Better than 254 star shirts. Play it by ear. Yeah, that's pretty much what you gotta do on those war ones, man. On the new ones. Because nobody's fought them, nobody's done them, so nobody understands what they're gonna be like. All we can do is go by what's written, and real world play, we don't know. Hopefully it's good though. Thank you very much for the follow, sir. Appreciate that very much. How long have you been playing, or have you played? Do you play? Obviously. And if so, what's your best champ? And what's your favorite champ? Might not necessarily be the same. Oh, don't be embarrassed, man. It's all good. I appreciate I appreciate you giving me the support, brother. So, anyway, again, what's your favorite? And who's your best? Best is Void, Max 8. 4-star, 5-star? Scarlet Witch. Yes, Scarlet Witch. So 5-star, nice, yeah. He's definitely up there for me. Definitely. So I don't know if you heard any of the other news I had about Scarlet Witch, but I actually heard from a couple of developers from the content creator program, and they have stated that she is still, even now, too OP to bring in as a 5-star, as she sits. So there's like two things they can do. They can nerf her as a 5-star when they bring her in, maybe release it with WandaVision or Wanda and Vision in their WandaVision show, or they just wait, continue to wait, and we may never see her. So You may get a Scarlet Witch, but it may not be the same version that we have today as a 4-star. Same with Wolverine, which I'm not thrilled about, but at least I got some news rather than, oh no, you're never going to see her, or just being quiet altogether about it. I would not hold my breath for that. 4th of July, I'm thinking you're probably going to see another Vision deal. Maybe. And you're probably going to get some sort of 6-star, maybe Awakening. Don't count me on that. Definitely probably a 5-star Awakening. But it's going to be insane amounts like they always do. And yes, they will milk for every little bit they can. I like the way you're thinking though. I would love to see her as 4th of July. Namor's so good. He really is. Guaranteed 5-star. Yeah, AG. Yep. It'll be a whale milking fest. I am certain. And I am certain, to some degree, I'll be like, oh, I went in on that. Now, how much? Depends. Here we go. We have enough for an epic rift now. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what I can chance and get. After I take care of Gold Pool here. It can bleed or be poison. Archangel's your guy. Unless you miss your block, like I do, which you don't want to do. My health's just going away now. This August, 3 years out of oh, nice, 3 years in August. So this, oh gosh, you just made me think about it. I'm right with you. I think mine was actually, shoot, it's this month. Like June 28th is my 3-year mark, something like that. When I first got this game, I did not take it nearly as serious as I do now. I just thought, hey, that's a cool fighting game, and it's Marvel Heroes. That's even better because I love Marvel. And the more I got into it, the more I got suckered into it. Oh, it's so nice. So eventually, yep, that's what you see. So we want anything but G, it looks like. I do not see any Awakening gems. Oh, there's one, but it's a Mystic. Ugh. I have 3, I think, 2 or 3. Not like I get to pick. Not like I get to pick. Here we go. No G, no G, no G. Hey, look at that. That's gonna be some 6-star heroes, right? I will take those. Even if it's only 250, that's still better than some of the other stuff I could have got. You gotten 6 stones twice from Unstable? Oh, that's terrible, man. just watch the things charge. That's what I've been doing here. Make sure he doesn't get too far built up so you don't get into that unstoppable phase. It's easy. Just keep those charges down. Is there any champion you have a problem fighting or find really tough to fight? Not necessarily in more, just all around. Who's like the toughest champion that you go against? For me, it was Korg for the longest time, but I have pretty well figured him out now. And I'm really sorry to hear that you got signature stones twice, man. There's the shards. Let's go get this one done quickly. Resist P1 at 7% of the time. Yeah, with the degen. So, a trick I normally take with Dorm because it's all RNG still. But I find that if instead of parrying and attacking him, or even attacking him after his special, just wait for the next round to hit, because then you'll get his degen less. If he throws the punch first, it's hard to train yourself to do it, but if he throws the punch first, you're less likely to get him to degen on you. And for Korg, a Domino. The Domino. I usually use Ghost Rider for Domino. And yeah, so Domino, I usually use Ghost Rider for Domino. And because you're gonna get some of that unavoidable, unlucky stuff. Critical fail is nasty. But I found that with Ghost Rider, I could survive most things because she relies on the bleed, and since he doesn't bleed. Speaking of Korg, you get to see it in action now. Yeah, we'll use Void. I'll show you how I do it with Void. Light, all the way through until your shield breaks. Of course, that's not how I do it. Trying to break his shield again. That wasn't a really great one, but you're right. He doesn't, and you can take away a lot of stuff with the fate seals and his judgments. So remember that too. Like he'll reduce her ability accuracy with each judgment he puts on her, and plus you can regen. There's a lot of good utility that I use him for when I fight her. What's up, Nook? How you doing, man? Hopefully all is well with you in this world tonight. I wish that Cork would have given me a little bit harder of a time, but I think it didn't even throw a special one on me. But if you watch, it's his foot that you have to watch in the special one, right? So you're watching for his foot to slam down, then you swipe back. And then you listen for the cues on the other ones. Now, Invisible Woman, she's just so tanky. It's going to take me a while to get her down, but only because she's tanky. And get lucky and get a bleed on her right away. I just popped her shield. There we go. She's going to be on the right note in defense. Pretty good. Oh. I don't know if we can hear the thunder and lightning outside. I told you it's storming here. Just flashed right outside my window. Where are we at? 65. See, I'm getting there. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help my line mates out first. Let me go close some stuff up and make sure that I'm protected against the lightning. And in the meantime, you guys come up with something you want to know, understand, ask, please do. And I'm going to open crystals afterward also. So give me just a few minutes here to tighten things up around here. I will be right back. Okay. 1 second, please. Okay, yeah, it's getting pretty rough out there actually. Had to go out and tie down a couple of things, so starting to store pretty bad. Anyway, yeah, owl houses are now buttoned down now. I didn't expect it to come in this fast. So if I lose power or something, you'll know. So, crystals. Told you I've been saving some. That out of the way. We just got the 3-star here. So might as well pop it. See if we can get a couple more out of this. I got 5 premiums here. See how the luck's doing. Anything over a 2-star. Anything over 2-star. Hey, we got a 3-star in there. I still don't believe it. And all of my 2-stars aren't maxed yet. It's hard when you only get one per dupe. At least you get enough shards out of it. Alright, what do we got? Map 5, 6. Max 6. Should push us. Yeah, it pushed us to 12, so. We have those. I have lots of signature stones to go. So, the reason I have, and I'm not even kidding, the reason I have 374 5-star signature stones is because I have 100 generic and 100 tech that I am just waiting for Stark Spidey's dupe so I can max him out as soon as I get it. I have been, obviously I've been saving for a while, or I haven't got him for a while, enough that I'm to the point where I have maxed all the way up, and now I'm sitting on 374 of these things. So once I finally pop the Stark dupe, yeah, it's on over. Yeah, that's just the way that I've been playing it, man. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough. Just trying to make sure I have enough. All right, so 5 more. Of the premium. These are the shard ones, so let's see if we get anything out of these. Hey, there's another 3-star in there. Ooh, Hulk's close to being maxed out now. Got a couple of them getting close. Obviously, the older ones are going to have more. I won't get 500. Well, I get 250 when I from this. 55. Weak. Alright, so let's do 2 as a 3-star. We're working our way up. And we know we got 1 5-star. Let's see, we got 3 of these. I remember when 4-stars were like hard to get, 5-stars were just completely unattainable. My first 5-star was Colossus. And I remember thinking, man, this is awesome. I got a 5-star Colossus. This is before I knew he was really crappy. Because remember, I told you, when I first started, I wasn't all that into it. Turns out, yeah, he's really not that great. Hopefully the buff that he's getting soon, which I don't have word on yet, when it's coming, when it's going to be in. But hopefully that he gets something good out of that. Let's go ahead and spin this one out. Our Cavalier Daily. Which I'm almost ready for another one, actually. Come on. Something good. No. 3-star. I only remember your first 5. Don't remember the order I got them, but it was Black Panther. Oh, Magnetos. And Cos Spidey. So you got Symbiote Spidey. Oh. At least, okay. So Black Panther, he did bleed. And he actually does a fairly good amount of bleed. So he was usable. Magneto, very niche utility for probably when you were using him. And Cosmic Spidey, you probably used him on defense right away, right? Not a whole lot on the offense. We recently did the Fantastic Four, and OG Spidey was the guy. Was it yesterday? And I have forgotten how much he really does hit hard. OG Spidey does hit hard. He does have. You can really use him for a lot of things. I had forgotten. It's just there's so many other characters that kind of overshadow him that he gets lost in the fold. But he really isn't that bad. All right. So what am I gonna do? We're gonna do 5 Cavaliers. We'll do 5 Cavaliers, and then we'll do our 5-star. And all we can do is hope and pray we get something good. I haven't had a real good run of luck with Cavaliers lately. What's up, SoFlo? What's going on, man? No, he's not. He's actually, like I said, he's got a lot of usefulness. That armor break of his is really long. It lasts a long time. So it's good for anybody that has armor ups. It's good for Medusa. Fractures your leg. How the hell did you do that, man? Yeah, I'll take that, by the way, yes. How did you manage to fracture your leg, man? Oh, that 6-star would have been nice. On track day, at school, so were you playing around or just running and it broke or trip on something? Yeah, it could be stairs. I'll tell you what, man. I'll dedicate this next crystal for you, man. This is your crystal right here. Oh, motorcycle track day. Oh, you wrecked him. Oh. Dude, ow. That's not fun. I have been in a couple motorcycle accidents. It is not pleasant. I'm glad that you're only got a broken leg because it could have been much, much worse. You did get a 4-star champion from your crystal, brother. Yeah, I know that. Oof. You're making me relive my accidents. It's not fun. So, 2 more. That'll put me at... I'm getting close to the 6-star. Halfway to the next 5-star. Plus I have the 2 signatures to go. We'll go ahead and pop those. You still ride even with the fracture? So is it like motocross? Is that what you were doing? Yeah, a little halfway. All right, feature. I'm not doing a feature 5-star. I am, however, going to do a 5-star. Super Sport 300cc. Nice. That's a good good category, brother. All right, I'm nervous. I know, right? Stark luck. You do that, we get a Stark. I will instantly show you a max 200 Stark R5. Instantly. I shouldn't watch it because that's just gonna. It's just gonna be disappointing. Oh, it's just gonna be disappointing. I know it is. Don't disappoint. Oh, that could have been a Groot. Actually, I'm okay with the Sabretooth. He's getting up there in signature levels too. They're doing all right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, used to. What's that style? Too heavy. You like that quick pickup? But dude, how many times have you broke your leg? See, it's common. I'm curious now. And I'm not saying any bone. I'm saying specifically your leg. Don't want to do anymore. I'm gonna gamble because I stopped on a 4-star. So 6 to 7 times. Jeez Louise, man. My goodness. 6 to 7 times. Oof. Look at all these in my storage here. I'm gonna have to do something with these two the next few days. All right, we'll deal with that later. All right, is there anything else you guys want to see before I get cut off? I don't want to get cut off by a storm. You armed 6 times on 1,000, and you broke your ribs on a motocross track. Ouch. Yeah, absolutely. So I am my total PI right now 1.114 million. And to show you my champs, we will start with the 6 stars. So here's my 6 stars. I just recently got my first couple dupes, and they were Beast was my first dupe, and Iron Fist, wherever he's at, was my other one. Yeah. So those are my 2 dupes. I have chosen not to R2 any of my 6 stars yet. A couple of reasons. One, I get more use out of a R5 5-star than I would a 6-star R2 that's not duped or high sig. And there wasn't really any ways for us to get any good signature levels for somebody like Void or Store who actually needs them. No, these are no. I've had pretty shitty luck with 6 stars for sure. Let's see. I use Cable for defense a lot. I do use my Captain America for Beardo. I use him for AQ. He's really good in AQ. You can't get past Act 5. Where are you getting stuck on Act 5, Nook? Which is it, Collector or which one are you getting stuck on, man? Anyway, next I'll go to my 5 stars. Chapter 1. Which part of Chapter 1? 1 dot what? So there should be like 6. So it's like 1.3, 4, 5. Yep, they are. IMIW though, I would rather him be Awaken. And Angela does alright. She does alright. But I have other champions that are better. Here's my max 5 stars. I told you, as soon as I get that Stark Spidey, he's ready to go. I use the Trinity a lot. I used to use the full Trinity, but now I actually use those first 3 more than anything. Blade, Ghost Rider, and Void. Those guys will take 99% of this game out. Archangel's another one I use a lot in event quests. Oh yeah, all those are max sigs. In fact, I want to say most of these are max sigs. Max sig, max sig, max sig, max sig. Even though I didn't need it, I've just duped him enough. He will be max sig. Orbis max sig. I am Infinity War 5-star max sig. Org is getting there. I've duped him. I need to dupe him probably another time, and then I'll throw 10 more into him. She's getting up there. He doesn't need anymore. Otherwise, he'd be more. But you just don't need him anymore. Dumb's at 130. I might take up magic eventually. But now we're starting to get into where I've dipped down. I could probably put more into these guys. My Star-Lord's 200 max. I just recently got Symbiote up. Venom up. You just saw me do Pam. Medusa's up there. I don't use this Beardo, so... Quake. Or Rags. So yeah, I'm getting up there. I mean, I think that's my last max sig. I may have another one on down that I just don't use. I think my Colossus is looking pretty good. Omega's pretty much up there, I think. Oh, he needs to get a few more, but he's getting up there. I haven't duped my champion yet. I still want to do that. I haven't duped my ghost. I still want to do that. My big thing is I try to only max or give levels to people that I cannot get as a 6-star. So if I can get them as a 6-star, probably won't. Obviously, my next R5 is R4 and 5. See? My next R4 is either Medusa or Medusa or Omega Red, maybe. Stuff's super cool. It's all good, man. Hope you are doing well. So that's my next, probably rank 5. Rank 4, Luke Cage is up there. Iceman, if I can get him duped, he'll go up. Not sure at the moment who else I want to bring up. At least not yet. We'll see what Colossus looks like after his bump. I'm hopeful. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'm hopeful. So that's my 5s. Yep, I'll show my 4s now. Here's the 4s. Yeah, Omega is definitely coming up on the top list. Oh, and Domino. I would probably bring Domino up to rank 5. Oh, shit. I wish I could have counted that. Hang on, we'll come back to the 4s. I do want to count the 5s. Oops, I lost count. $153 looks like. Where? Tells me. Oh, go to dungeons. Sorry. Oh, you're teaching me something. Thank you. So if I go to dungeons. Alright, where do I see it at then? I symbol rewards tier. Ah, there you go. So 111 is that what it's saying? 144 4-star. 146 3-star. There you go. Yes and no, super cool. Yes and no. Reason. The By the way, I don't run dungeons very much at all. I find it annoying more than anything. Season 10, you know, they just changed all the nodes today. And nobody's been able to test them. Nobody's been able to see them. We just have the forum post that they gave, which I linked up earlier. So I'm mixed until I see it and try it and feel it, what it's going to be like, because, oh, it was rough before, and they could have made it worse, but I won't know until we see. So, back to the 4-star. Here's my max 4 stars. Yeah, I know. I know I need to do them. I just, my time is so, like, it's limited. I have a lot of other things that are going on. So it's hard for me to carve out that time for a dungeon. Especially on a scheduled time. Unless I do it on the stream, I guess. I could do that, but I got so many other stuff I got going on here, too. I hope that shows you, right, what I have on 4 stars. And some of these I might take up. Most of them I will not. I want to get Coal Obsidian as a 5-star rather than a 4-star. I want to get my namer as a 5-star rather than a 4-star. So I mean, I'll invest a little bit here and there, but I won't invest a good amount yet. So all these that are maxed, these are ones I got before I started really collecting into the 5-stars. These are what got me through 90% of my content. And you'll see they're the older ones. Scarlet Witch, Iceman, Wolverine, Star-Lord, Hood. Hood was I think my very first awakened maxed 4-star. I used him a lot. Let's see. On the defenders, looks good. Talking about AW, yes, it does. I do, but I have him as a 5-star, so I didn't want to waste the gem on him. My gems, I've got tons of gems actually. Hold on. There, you see my awakening gems there. I got 3 generics. I don't have any 4-star science, so that's probably why I didn't use it, or I probably would have. Got 2 5-star mystics, 5-star science, a 5-star skill. I know, just to say I had them all awakened. I do that a lot. I look at it and go, yeah, I should use that. And then I'm like, man, that's just a waste. Because there may be a time when I actually want to use it for something. But, my 5-star thing is duped, yes. Well, there he is right there. There's my 5-star thing. I put him on defense, actually. He's on AW defense. Korg is another one that goes on AW defense. So does Emma. And Killmonger. Yeah. I really should probably use the Awakening on him, but... I mean, when you go to here and you click on it and you say, I'm going to use this, I have 1 champion there. No, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to. When I started doing them is when I started this really kind of streaming for. Actually, I started by streaming for my alliance, honestly, because they wanted to see how I was doing some certain things, and as I got into it, and I enjoy doing it, I like helping people, like talking to people, and so I decided to not do 100%, instead do those on a stream with everybody. So you could go back through my videos, and you can see where, like, I'm almost done with this variant right now, but I've been doing them lane by lane on stream, so that not only I am learning, but you guys can learn too, and see how I look at something and how I kind of dissect it and fight through it, which is a pain. It's been a pain, honestly. Now the first variant, I only did 1 pass through on the first chapter, and then I was like, I got so sidetracked with other stuff that was going on. I have to get back to that eventually, because we had so much events that were going on, and in the content creator, you know, they give us the champions to preview, so you'll see me preview pretty much all the champions that come out before they come out, and try to give you guys as in-depth look as I possibly can before they actually release, so that you can make a decision whether you want to kind of go for them or not. So yeah, that's all fun. Yeah, the easy path of law is that I do have an initial path of law done. So but I did that. That was something I did before I started streaming. I remember I did Realm obviously first. Then I went to Road to the Labyrinth, did that. And then, yeah, I absolutely went through the easy path on Labyrinth right away, right after that. And then I was like, that was kind of when I started coming into everything. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do those on a stream. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and I've never gotten back to it. I do go in there and test champions out a lot. Some of the new ones that I get, I do go in there that against like Hulk or Star Lord. I just haven't put the time into it. And I have the resources, I have the champions, I just haven't done it. 6.1, I am 100, or not 100%, but I am initially done. 6.1. Yeah, so I got one path. I did a couple of paths. Again, I did those on stream, so you can go back and look at them through. I got them on YouTube, and I have them on Twitch if they're still up there. I don't know. Twitch likes to take them off after so long. But I've also done 6.2. I did the first 2 paths on the stream, so we're gonna do the 3rd one soon. Yeah, and Sinister was kind of a pain in the ass, man. He really was. I ended up using Archangel and Heimdall synergy. Kind of get him down. And Fury. No, not Fury, because I don't have him as a 5. So it was Archangel and Heimdall. Still a pain, though. And I hear Champion is like, he was bugged. Should be unbugged now, but we'll see. All the rest of these are 100%. I have 100% of the rest of my acts. So how's that compare to where you're at? Where are you at in all this? Are you similar? 3 years, long time. You're probably a little bit more ahead of me, honestly, on some of the stuff. Cruelty and lesser cruelty. I assume you're referring to the mastery. I don't run with suicides yet. I will eventually run with suicides when I'm trying to do some things. But cruelty and lesser cruelty, yes. You're talking about precision, lesser precision. You're talking about cruelty and lesser cruelty. So that's how I did. I've always, and everybody, you'll probably hear everybody say this. Always read your masteries like you're reading a book from left to right. So you want to just step one to the other for the first few until you get to the end of a line, and those are usually the ones that you're going to want to max out. Touch rate. I want to go check a rate too. Nice. Yeah, you're right up there too, man. My first couple times in 6.1, what I was shooting for is obviously to get Cavalier done as quick as I could. So that was my impetus for getting there, because I wanted those Cavalier crystals. So they do change the game for you. Not only do you get the feature Grandmaster Cavalier, like you can get up to a 6-star on those, and I do tend to spend more than I should on those to go for them. But the Cavalier daily is upgraded, and the Cavalier daily shards are better. We got two 565s. One of them's void. What's the other one? 8 6-stars. Nice. I hope you have better 6 stars than I have, sir, because you saw mine. Terrible. Nook, if you want to see some of the other masteries, I'll push them up for you. You can take screenshots or whatever. Hyperion, nice. Dude, Hyperion has got me so much done in this game. For variant 2, he's stellar. Use him a lot. I use a team of, honestly, I use a team of Archangel, Hyperion, Domino, Massacre, and Red Hulk. That's who I get 90% of the fights done with, easily. Especially the Massacre, Red Hulk, Domino, because of the Incinerate. Just parry heavy, parry heavy. She does an amazing job on things. And then obviously Archangel will take care of most of the other stuff with parry heavy and bleed and neurotoxin them to death. And for those that I can't do that to, that's what Hyperion's for. Because he's large, so he doesn't take a lot of the damage. Now, I will say, Namer is the better of them. Why did I max out Black? Because it still takes down damage. You still get damage reduction by 800. So you take less damage from those blocks. And some of the fights you have to block, obviously. Stun immune, stuns. Those are good ones to go. Yeah, absolutely. So I just haven't had to yet. But you have to have the Massacre and Red Hulk to really get Domino's good damage. Where you can kill him in like 10 parry heavies. She does an amazing job of incinerating them when you have that particular synergy. And I know it sounds silly, but it works, man. It just works. Yep. Yeah, like I said, booked left, right. This is the exception, the bottom lane in this one. And I do have the one willpower because when I do switch over to suicides, I use it, and when I don't, I still will use it. And then there is my utility. I do have to redo my some of mine. But that is they call it proficiencies now. It used to be utilities. I don't have limber, and I don't have it maxed, I should say. I do have maxed out parry though. So I'd like to get as much time as I possibly can. Limber, a lot of people will do that. Like they will push their max in limber for wars, but I don't find that I need it. So yes. Yeah. In fact, here, we'll do that. I'll show you that. It is insane. What's up? What's up, Fuck? How you doing, man? Check it out. Check it out. We'll go into a realm, and I'll show you what that particular synergy does for her. It's insane. So first we'll just do... I don't want to just do her alone, but I don't want to put in the other two quite yet. Actually, yeah. We'll just go ahead and... We're going to do that. And we're going to add with her a crit team. That's what we're going to do. So we'll put in Wolverine and Magneto for a small crit team. So Red Hulk, yep. So I'll do it this one first, and then we'll go back and show you the other one. We'll take out Red Hulk. But I've seen Winter Soldier get taken out in seriously like 6 hits. All I'm gonna do is parry heavy. Look at that. Look at that incinerate damage going up now. Alright, thank you very much for the follow, Bob. I appreciate it, man. Very much. That's what I get for looking up to. So we got critical bleed on. I missed. Critical failing now. And I've messed up quite a few times, so. Alright, so how many hits did that take? And I'll do the same thing on the other one. So that was 57 hits that took him down. Plus I got hit 10 times, so there was that. Go back in, we'll take out Red Hulk, right? Because that's the one. Gotta be... So Red Hulk gives her the synergy, and Massacre gives her the extended, right? We'll take out Massacre. And I don't want to give anybody else to give her anything special, so it doesn't really matter. Wait, you think that? No, Massacre was the one giving her the extended. Yeah, so he gives her the extended time, which is an extra second of Inferno. So we'll use this one now, and I'm vying to beat 57. That's my goal right now. I want to beat 57 hits, and I'm gonna do the same thing: parry heavy to build up to special 2, then unleash it. But I think you're gonna find it's a lot different now. It won't be, but it should give us a pretty good idea. Like, I didn't get the critical lead on that one. You see that Incinerate is so much quicker. She's not getting the extra damage out of it. I was hoping I get at least one bleed out of that. I mean, if I'm getting like, if I have to do double the amount of hits, then we know it's way off, right? And right now I'm on pace to do that. Let's get some good, no. I had to lose it. That was terrible. So sorry. So he got us unlucky. I just can't get her critical bleed damage for you. I still figure if it's double what it took me last time. Time-wise, I can tell you it's taking me longer. Plus, her range on her heavy is actually pretty decent. Yeah. Only R4. So, this is going to be at least at least 100. So there you go. It was about double. It was about double. So if I take the 2, I'm saying that if I exclude RNG, right? Because the first time I actually had decent RNG, this one was terrible. Even if I take that into account, I still think that Massacre makes a big difference on that extra second, especially when they are yeah, probably, or less. I've seen him done in 6. That was crazy. It has been done. Rivals, probably Archangel for the quickest time. You get some really good RNG with Archangel. Now, take this team, these guys out, guys in. Yeah, that's the team I was using right there for most of my variant too. And yes, Domino is definitely only a rank 4, and she's not max synced or anything. She's pretty incredible. Rank 2 6-star, right on that. Yeah, I think it was. It was a rank 2 6-star. What? Yeah, I think it was. I'm trying to remember the actual video that I saw. But anyway, you look at it, she is badass. She really is. So she's on my list, like I said, of bringing up to rank 5. Mostly to do. She's been really good in LoL too. She does really good, except Red Hulk, obviously. You take him down with somebody else. But she's really good against like Colossus and Unstoppable Colossus, because they can still take incinerate damage even though they don't take bleed damage, right? So there's very few things that are actually incinerate immune. There's what, Mephisto, a couple of the new ones. I still think Iceman, he is. I still think freaking Ghost Rider should be incinerate immune. I mean, his head is on fire. Ugh, that bothers me. And then Red Hope, he gets the charges from it. But yeah, she's a badass. But with that, guys, I have got to go to sleep because I have to work in the morning. But I will be back tomorrow evening, barring the storms out there don't take me down. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I appreciate all the conversation very much. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, so hopefully I'll catch you guys then. Till then, have a great night, everybody. Peace out.